Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope that is from November the 5th to November the 11th. And this is for you coming from Cancer. So let's start with November the 5th, which is a Sunday. And planets are moving very fast. And they make you make mistakes, verbal mistakes, action mistakes, which means physical mistakes, emotional mistakes. So your scattering of energy is taking place. There's so much in your mind. Stress is rising. Anxiety is rising. And so you are going to say and do things which cause problems to yourself and cause problems to others. The remedy is two words: slow down. Slow down in speech, slow down in action, slow down in everything, in the way you talk as well. Let your brain catch up with your tongue. And this way you won't be in the argumentative mode and make things worse, and drive slowly, because you can drive quickly under stress. So your Sunday can be spoiled with all these things which I've just mentioned. Let others take charge, let others make the plans, because nothing is very secure for you. It's not bad, it's just this changeability in you and the tendency to show stress and become argumentative. Evening and nightfall period becomes really bad. So you see all these little problems earlier part of the day, they are going to move into an area of evening and nightfall and turn really very bad. Now this planet who's causing these problems in the evening nightfall period is also moving around in the earlier part of the day, but can't do much. This planet is forced to move around, so it creates little pockets of problems. And so identify these problems, because they are going to grow into a cannonball and come at you in the evening nightfall period. It might be even earlier in the afternoon. So make sure that you do not upset a situation, you do not upset people on this Sunday. Otherwise the ending is going to be very miserable for you, and even accidents are possible. Accidents don't just mean physical, they can be verbal accidents and emotional accidents as well. November the 6th doesn't start well for you either. And this is a planet that causes relationship problems, personal relationship, job relationship, business relationship. It introduces your ego to make you a difficult person, a disagreeable person. So try to be the opposite. It's a working day. You have to be agreeable with the people you work. You have to be polite and be sociable and agreeable with the people you do business with. Don't show your temper, because the planet of aggression and temper is roaming through the whole day. And so all these things can go wrong due to your being egoistic or being a hot-tempered person. If you can control and reprogram yourself slowly and take the soft approach, you will get much done in the morning, afternoon and early evening period. Always remind yourself that you control your horoscope. The horoscope is a plan. So the plan is to make you behave the way I've just described you. You will try to soften the image and soften your outlook and improve it. It's very possible. Evening nightfall period gets really bad. Fights can break out, arguments can break out, accidents can take place, your behavior can be at its worst. The result of whatever you try to do will be disappointment. So if you don't have to be out with others, go back to the safety of your own home. But if you are at home and with the people you love, don't show your temper, don't be aggressive. Take the soft approach, which means be polite in your words, be polite in your action. And you will be able to tame these planets. They will leave you alone because they can't get through to you. And so that's the only way. But I can tell you the day is going to be very difficult, and the evening nightfall even worse. So be cautious. November the 7th starts very nicely for you. Nicely enough that you can plan holidays, you can talk of travel, good news comes at your place of work, support from your colleagues, support from the people you do business with, have lunch by all means with the people you love, and a very nice morning, afternoon and early evening period awaits you. Evening and nightfall session also good, except that your ego can be seen at play. So you want to take charge, you want to have the last say, you want to be in the limelight, you are not happy if you are not being paid attention to. Try not to allow all these things to happen. Otherwise you can be isolated and you will be alone and you will feel aloof and proud. But what for? It's an evening nightfall session to enjoy yourself. This planet is also there throughout the whole day. So throughout the whole day, try to be approachable, be flexible, be appreciative for what's done for you, and you can do well for these 24 hours. November the 8th for you coming from Cancer starts miserably, morning, afternoon, early evening period. Before you even leave home, there's a mountain of problems approaching you, and the people you are with are not going to help either. So it turns gloomy already by the time you wake up. And when you reach your place of work or your place of business, gloomy news can await, frustration, delays, postponements, all these things waiting to happen. So I'm preparing you to go slow and go hour by hour, and try not to jumble things up so that you end up a person who can't get anything done because you are totally depressed and totally frustrated. Bad news from the past can come. People you don't like from your past may contact you and cause you problems as well. So it's that kind of a miserable morning and afternoon, early evening period. Now, evening and nightfall period becomes very good. The extreme is shown. These very good planets, two of them, are also there earlier part of the day, but they can't stay for long in one area of your life. So they move around and give you a little help here and there, personal life, a little bit in your work or in business, but not enough to be able to take charge. So you may find solutions for yourself in the evening nightfall period or as the day moves on. And so be patient. Don't want to show temper, don't want to show that you're not happy with people in the earlier part of the day. Many solutions are coming as the evening approaches and the nightfall goes on, and much help. And if you have been dejected earlier for a romance you have been chasing for, don't give up. Evening nightfall period, your element of luck is much better in all areas. So enjoy yourself and be out with the people you love, people you deal with in business or job. November the 9th, Thursday, another morning, afternoon, evening period, very bad. This time your outbursts, your anger, your aggressiveness, your provocation, your confrontation attitude is all there waiting to be ignited. So you've heard this from me. Be the saint, be the most wonderful person on earth, be the angel, and you will tame these planets who want you to behave that way. They will give up after a while because you have put yourself in charge, having listened to me. And so do that, and you may be able to turn your morning, afternoon and evening period to be productive. Don't come out too strong, don't be pushy, don't be demanding. Just take the soft approach. Get the softness out of you and you will get the help you want. Evening nightfall period becomes wonderful. So evening nightfall is all about how you behave in the earlier part of the day. If you have created too many blunders, too many problems, the evening part will try to repair and you don't get the goodness out of it. But if you have managed to control the earlier part of the day and remain friends and remain friendly and remain approachable to people, then your evening nightfall is going to be very good. And you're going to be very lucky meeting business people, meeting a romance that you want, meeting people who you work with, and be out with the people you love. A lot can be settled in the evening nightfall session, but remember, this earlier ugly planet wants to get in there as well, evening nightfall period. So throughout the whole 24 hours, take the soft approach. November the 10th, Friday, now the morning afternoon is a bit better. It's not the best, but it's much better compared to the last 2 days. But the planet of ego is there. So you'll still want to take charge and want the respect and want the attention as well. Well, go ahead and ask for that, but don't ask for the moon. Try to tell yourself that if I get a little bit of all this, let me be happy enough. Because you need support. Don't be aloof. Don't be arrogant. Otherwise, you can be isolated and you are not Superman or Superwoman to do everything on this working day yourself. And then you can start, if you are aloof, you can find that help is not coming. People don't want to help you. So you will be in some kind of aloof state and not get things done. You can meet very important people on this morning, afternoon, evening period, and so be on your best behavior. The evening and nightfall period are not so good for you coming from Cancer. Very fast moving planets. They try to undo whatever goodness you had earlier part of the day by making you rebellious, making your behavior erratic, making you say and do things which others are not going to give you their help for. So if you're going to socialize, or if you're meeting your colleagues or business people in the evening nightfall session, you have to be on your best behavior. There's one area of arrogance, there's one area of rebelliousness. Nobody wants to be with you. But you've heard all this from me, and always remember, you are in charge of your horoscope. So take charge, and you will be able to at least get some things under control in the evening and nightfall period, and drive carefully. If you are going to be upset, just go back home. Be by yourself. And that way you can upset yourself, but you are not going to upset other people and create enemies. November the 11th, Saturday now. This morning, afternoon, evening period is going to be wonderful, wonderful for you. Even if you are at your place of work, or if you are conducting business, good news pours in. So why not keep that to be attended to as well? If you are going to socialize with the people you love, it's going to be wonderful for you. Others look up to you. Others want to help you. Others want to be appreciative of what you're doing. You're going to have a wonderful time morning, afternoon, and a bit of early evening period. The nightfall period, very fast planets start to come in. These fast planets are also there earlier part of the day, but they can't do much. They create a little bit of stress here and there, little timetables going wrong, little arguments taking place. They do that, but you are more in control. But evening nightfall period, this planet, which I've just described in a negative way, gets stronger. And so you are more of that nature of argumentativeness, hastiness, impatience, and being a person who uses words which are very sarcastic. Don't allow anything that can upset other people to take place. That's very important. Otherwise, you're going to turn your evening nightfall period not good at all. And drive carefully, because when you are angry, you will be tendency to drive very fast in the evening and nightfall period. Well, I'm Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. That 90-minute will be for your next 5 or 6 years in all areas of your life. And I will use your date of birth and time of birth and look at your palms. You can send me your palm prints in advance. I will also look at your palm prints or your palms while we Skype. And I will face read you as well. And I will use Kabbalistic Tarot if you want me to do that as well in the 90 minutes. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me a message, send me an email, and let's make our contact. And for USD 50, you can get your next 5 or 6 years pretty much under your control and get the best out of them. Until then, thank you and good luck.